It's one thing to develop land for new housing. It's quite another to create an entire new city from scratch. This week, Springfield celebrated its 30th birthday. But according to the team behind the project, they've only just begun. Max Futcher reports.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city.
Actually, Springfield was built on 2,800 hectares of unwanted forestry land. It mightn't have happened had Maha Sinnathamby been given the go-ahead to extend the Queen Street Mall underground.
Instead of trying to modify an existing city, I'll go and build a new city.
He and partner Bob Sharpless were nothing if not ambitious. Australia's first privately built city, its largest master planned community.
Springfield will become a major regional centre.
We were the subject of scorn and ridicule when we first put it out there, particularly Maha, because he led with his chin.
And initially there were opponents.
Now, I don't want this destroyed by a high-density development on the back door.
But the southeast's population explosion was unstoppable, and land for under $50,000 was an attractive proposition, especially if having its own CBD meant not having to commute into Brisbane.
It'll be bigger than the Brisbane and Ipswich CBDs combined.
It did require a leap of faith by the first Springfielders, given in the early days it was much like any other outer suburban land development.
When they said it was going to be a city with a city, you mean like Ipswich is a city, you know? No way.
But plenty believed in the promise of things to come.
If you can't find a tradesman in the southeast, this is probably the reason. In Springfield, they're everywhere.
The early 2000s would see rapid expansion and promises being fulfilled. A major shopping centre development, one of the biggest in the country. A Mater private hospital, soon to become a public private hospital. New schools, a campus of the University of Southern Queensland. Greg Norman would fashion one of his signature golf courses from the scrub.
There are going to be some tough holes out there. I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Guy to everybody, I can tell you that.
In 2010, international recognition, a Fiachi Award, the developer's equivalent of an Oscar.
The winner for Master Plan category is Greater Springfield, Queensland, Australia.
Today, Springfield is home to 53,000 people, their average age just 29. And there is still much to do. There are proposals for an entertainment precinct adjacent to the new stadium and plans to attract high-tech biomedical and energy companies to set up operations. In fact, after 30 years, the Springfield vision is only 25% realised.
As we remind everyone in our team, you might think you've worked hard for the first 30 years, but you've got 3 times as much work to do in the next half of the project life.